The trend is your friend, but only if you know how to ride it. Are you tired of missing out on lucrative trades or getting caught in devastating losses? What if you could predict the market direction with precision? In this video, you will learn the secret of Bollinger Band. I will show you how to exactly identify high probability trades, maximize profit with precision, and avoid false signals. Now, without wasting much of your time, let's ride the trend together. Now, what is Bollinger Band? Bollinger Band is a technical analysis tool that consists of three main components, namely the moving average, which is the center line of the three band, typically with a 20 period simple moving average. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's take Ethereum over here. So let's take Ethereum, a case of example, and after it brings you to this interface, all you have to do is locate the Bollinger Band over here. As you can see, mine is already toggled on. So in order to switch on yours, you just have to click on this BOLL, all right, and the three lines will appear. So the first line, the one I'm talking about, is this middle line over here. All right, this is the moving average. Like I told you, it's typically a 20 period simple moving average. All right, what this means is that it calculates the average price of 20 candlesticks. All right, so it serves as the baseline. All right, it's like a path or a map that guides these two lines, the upper line and the lower line. All right, so secondly, we have the upper band, which is this one over here. All right, so this upper band measures the amount of bullish value, all right, the asset has in respect to the current price. So what this typically means is that you see these candles over here. So whenever this candle goes up, or whenever the price of Ethereum goes up a bit, now this line over here measures the distance between the upward movement of the price and the current price of the asset. All right, so it measures the distance between the recent uptrend movement the asset has with the current price. And lastly, we have the lower line. All right, this is the lower line, this purple line over here. So this purple line measures the amount of bearish value the asset has at a particular point in time in respect to the current price. So like I explained, this first one, this upper line, so this one also, whenever the price, that means whenever the price of Ethereum drops, okay, whenever the price of Ethereum drops, this line over here calculates the droppage and subtract it from the current price, which is the middle price. Okay, so it measures the distance between the recent downtrend movement and the asset in accordance to the current price. All right, I hope I'm clear. So after knowing the components of this Bollinger Band, the next thing we are going to dive into, or the next thing we are going to look at, is how does this Bollinger Band work. All right, so the moving average, which is this one, the center line, all right, provides a baseline for the bands. All right, so technically the moving average is like a map, like I told you before. It's like a map or a path that these two lines follow. Then the upper and lower band, which is the upper and lower band over here, expands and contrasts. Okay, these two bands, they do expand and contrast when new prices are added. All right, I'm going to tell you why they expand and contrast. So the upper and lower band expands and contrasts in response to price volatility. So we all know what volatility is. For the sake of those who don't know what volatility in cryptocurrency is, volatility in cryptocurrency typically means the rapid and unpredictable price fluctuation. Let me repeat this. Volatility in cryptocurrency simply means the rapid and unpredictable price fluctuations. In layman English, it's just the up and down of price rapidly. Okay, the rate at which price rapidly go up and come down in a short period of time. That's just what volatility is. All right, so we also know that crypto traders take advantage of this volatility, we also know that crypto traders take advantage of this up and down movement of crypto asset to make profits. What I'm talking about is, when price goes down, you buy. Okay, that means you buy low. So when the price starts going up, then you can sell the asset. So technically, when price is going down, you buy it when the value is cheap. All right, so that whenever the price is going up, you can sell it and make profit. So now, since the Bollinger Band expands and contrasts, all right, in response to price volatility, which is in response to price movement, then it is safe for me, all right, it is safe for me to say that the Bollinger Band is an indicator that measures an increase or decrease in volatility. Technically, let me tell you what Bollinger Band does. When there is a low volatility, all right, let me show you something. When there's a low volatility, when there's a low volatility in the market, which means when there is a low up and down movement in price of an asset, the Bollinger Band shrinks just the way it did here. All right, the band shrinks. Okay, and when there's high volatility in a market, the band expands. All right, I hope I'm making sense here. Whenever the Bollinger Band shrinks, then that means the volatility, which is the up and down movement of that crypto asset, is very low. But whenever the band begins to increase, which is whenever the band begins to expand, then that means the asset in particular is being subjected to high rise and fall, which is high volatility of crypto assets. I hope I'm making myself clear. So in other words, the Bollinger Band detects when the volatility of an asset increases or decreases. So now what comes after a period of volatility? Or should I say, what comes after a period of low volatility based on what I just explained now? So after a period of low volatility, obviously high volatility follows. I hope I'm making sense. Whenever a low volatility occurs on a crypto asset, the next thing that happens is a high volatility. Then the next question is, what happens during a period of high volatility? During a period of high volatility, a significant price movement, which is also known as the breakthrough, which often results into an upward or downward movement. Okay, let me give you a little bit of what I'm saying. So you see right here, over here, let me indicate it. Over here, we can say that this place has low volatility. All right, this place has low volatility. That means the rise and fall of this crypto asset is very low over here. Okay, that's just what this simply means. Okay, that is why the Bollinger Band shrinked over here. That is why it shrinked over here. Okay, so whenever there's low volatility, what comes after that low volatility is high volatility. Okay, over here, what comes after the low volatility is high volatility. Okay, and what happens during a high volatility? During a high volatility, you either have an uptrend position. Okay, you either have an uptrend position just like this, or a downtrend position like this. Okay, let me give you an example of a downtrend position. All right, here's one. Okay, so there seemed to be a period of low volatility over here, then there was a breakage over here. All right, but then the volatility increased and formed a downward trend over here. All right, so let's keep going. So having known this, okay, the question now is, how do we know if the price is going upwards? Now, this strategy I'm about to show you or share with you is called the Bollinger Band break confirmation. Let me repeat it. It's called the Bollinger Band break confirmation. I call it BBBC. Okay, so first thing first, we choose an asset. Let's just use this Ethereum USDT over here. So after choosing a preferred asset, choose a volatile token, please guys. Choose a token that is subjected to volatility, like the BTC, any token that has a rapid high and low price fluctuation. All right, so after choosing your token, the next thing you have to do is go to settings over here. All right, you click on this place, and then it's going to lead you to this place, and then you click on indicator settings over here. Click on it and it's going to open an interface that looks like this, and then you can click on Bollinger Band over here. All right, so after clicking on Bollinger Band, you are going to see two figures, two values. Let me indicate it for you. This one and this one. This one is the first one is the calculating period. All right, you just have to change it to 20. So you just change it to 20. And the second one, which is the bandwidth, we also call it the standard deviation. So you just leave it at 2. All right, if you want, you can actually change the color to not get confused. So you can just change the color. Let me change this last one, this DN, to maybe green. All right, and then increase the thickness of the line so that I can see it properly. like I always used to say, most of us use glasses. So after all these settings, the next thing you have to do is click on confirm over here, and then you go to your RSI. Let me indicate the RSI for you. RSI over here. So this RSI is going to serve as a confirmation indicator. Okay, it's going to help us to confirm if it is suitable for us, or if it is the right time for us to buy or not. Okay, so you just click on RSI and it's going to bring you to this place. Then you can just toggle off RSI 1, which has the value of 7, and leave RSI 2 turned on, which is the value of 14. Okay, then you click on confirm. After clicking, your settings are all done. The next thing you have to do is to click on back. All right, and then you click on RSI over here to toggle it on. Okay, so after clicking on RSI, you just head over to your chart. As you can see, the Bollinger Band is already toggled on. All right, look at it over here. Let me indicate it. The Bollinger Band is already toggled on. So in order to switch it off, you just click on the BOLL, or click on it to actually switch it on. All right, so after all these settings, all we need to know is how to identify a buy signal. All right, so you identify a buy signal when price make the candlestick to break above the upper band just after the band begins to expand. Let me repeat this. You identify a buy signal when the price makes the candlestick to break above the band just after it begins to expand. Let me give you a typical example. So you see this place over here. This place over here is a region of low volatility, very low volatility. As you can see, the Bollinger Band actually shrinked over here. All right, the three bands they came as if they want to meet. Okay, so the first thing you have to do in order to identify a buy signal is to wait for a strong bullish candle, which is a strong green candle, which is over here, that tends to break out of this line, out of the line that is above. All right, just after the band begins to expand. As you can see, the band has started expanding over here. All right, so as it begins to expand, the first candle that seemed to break above the band, the first strong candle, is an indication that this Bollinger Band is going on a buy direction. I hope I am making sense. All right, so the band expansion indicates increase in volatility. Okay, an increase in volatility means that the market is possibly going to go uptrend or downtrend, and the trend direction has been confirmed for us by this bullish candle. Let me reduce this indications. So the trend direction has been confirmed for us by this bullish candle over here that just broke out from the upper band. All right, I hope you're following me. All right, so it has been confirmed by this bullish candle, which is it's called a breakthrough. All right, so the second confirmation we are going to use on the Bollinger Band is actually the RSI. The RSI indicator is the second indicator that we're going to use. If you've been following on our previous video, I've made a video about RSI and how to identify if there's going to be a buy signal or a sell signal using the RSI 7, 14, and 50. All right, so typically we can conclude the market is going in an upward trend when RSI 14, which is this one, let me indicate it for you. Let me indicate it. This one, the blue one. Right over here. So we can conclude if the market is going bullish, which is if the market is going on an upward trend, when this RSI 14 is equal to 50 or is greater than 50. As you can see over here, RSI 14 is on 55. Okay, so that means that this is a bullish territory, because if you've been following our video, we made mention before that RSI 30 to 40 is on a normal trend, then RSI 40 to 70 is on an overbought trend. An overbought trend means that the market has been going bullish, or the market wants to continue going bullish, but there might be a possible reversal in the market. Okay, that is RSI 40 to 70. Then when RSI is below 30, that means that the market has been on the seller's advantage. It has been going bearish for a long time, and it is about to reverse and start going bullish. Okay, that is what RSI typically signify. So when you have confirmed this breakthrough over here, that is the first confirmation. The second confirmation is your RSI. If your RSI is on 50 to 55 or 50 and above, and this breakthrough has showed up, then that means there's possibility that this trend, this market is going to go on an upward trend. Okay, and we can also detect a buy signal when RSI 14 slope is facing upwards. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. You see, as you can see, there are two lines over here, and just below this candle over here, there seems to be a movement of this RSI. Okay, it is forming something like a mountain over here. So if this mountain begins to form, that means that the RSI is preparing to go on a bullish signal. All right, I hope I'm making myself clear. And there's in fact one very effective confirmation, okay, one very effective buy signal or buy indicator we ought to use on this, but it is strictly for my VIP guys, so I've left that one for my VIP students. But if you use this one, if you use the strategy I have just talked about, it also works very, very, very effectively. All right, so one thing I keep advising you guys is to never give up on your path to success, guys. All right, so for sure, I know this is not easy. All right, it is never easy, because if it was easy, everyone will do it, and if everyone does it, then it has no value. All right, so whenever you feel like giving up, just remember why you started, guys. I'm trying my best to simplify and comprehend these things for you so that you can understand it in the best possible way ever. So I hope this video helps, and I hope you have a nice day as usual. Ciao.
He's like, Elena, money is simple. There's only 3 things you need to know about money. 1, you got to learn how to earn it. 2, you got to know how to store it, which is different from save it. You store it until you have enough to put into number 3, which is to put it into an income producing asset. How do you make your money make babies? How do you make it grow? So earn it, store it, and multiply it. And the multiplying it is by investing it into an income producing asset, so it doesn't depend on my work. That's the only way to go to wealth. You don't earn your way to wealth.